kid. Sloan's out for blood.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm with you.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
The Angaran spy. Your interest in the Rokar murders. Everything you've done has been to undermine Sloan's power.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
2 people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
I'll take those terms.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
Sniper! Damn it! Cover me!
Shoot him! What the hell was that?
He was unarmed.
He's got nowhere to hide. My people will find him, then his head goes on a spike.
Do what you want. I'm done with him.
I'll never trust Tan or the Initiative. But you're out of the doghouse.
These crates won't move themselves, people. These crates won't move themselves. Need something?
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
I wish we'd found Kadara 10 months ago. If people knew it was possible to build a life here, maybe the uprising wouldn't have happened.
You kidding? He's got that whole
Hands off, those are mine.
Hallmark and Hanson thing going on.
Hey, Ryder.
Totally mysterious. Green's not your color, Dalton.
These crates won't move themselves, people.
Hey, back off. What I got, you can't afford.
It's a bad call.
Next round's on me. We're leaving, right?
That drink actually worked.
I got frustrated and mixed in some tranquilizers.
Yeah, that'd do it.
What can I get you?
Actually, I'm okay.
Whatever.
Come on in.
Trades up, credits are up. What's the big deal?
It's the fucking principle. Tan wanted us to die out here. Now we're playing neighbor.
Pathfinder. Come to collect on the debt I owe you?
I've proven myself an ally. It's time you start treating me like one.
You're a real pain in the arse, you know that?
I've heard that before.
But you did save my life. I know the Nexus needs outposts. Kadara's in better shape than most planets.
This is the right call, Sloan. We don't have the numbers to keep fighting each other. We need to work together.
I'll work with you, but not with Tan. The Nexus exiled us to die. I've neither forgiven nor forgotten that.
Both parties have a right to be angry, but this outpost is our chance for a better future. Together.
Your diplomatic bullshit won't work on me. I get a cut of whatever your settlers produce. Think of it as a protection fee. Plenty of collectives still running around. Wouldn't want them to get ideas.
That almost sounds like extortion.
Do we have a deal?
Are you going to be nice to me now?
Don't push your luck, Ryder.
Yeah?
Have your people tracked down Reyes?
Not yet. Bastard's playing hide and seek, but we'll get him. Once Kitus is recovered, he'll lead the search, personally.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Something smells tasty.
You're not on Nomad guard duty?
No need. Word's got around. Wonder how Sloan will crack down on the collective.
They humiliated her. She'll be out for blood.
At least we're in her good books. Today, anyway. Saw a few places like this in my commando days. Trading posts and the terminus systems. Good places for fugitives to hide, or try to.
But not from Asari commandos, huh?
Let's just say hiding with an arms merchant isn't as smart as you'd think. Especially when one of the commandos hunting you is that merchant's little sister.
You were right, Ryder. Now that the political conflict is resolved, Gadara Port is growing on me. Growing like the searing pain of an infected flesh wound. I've been keeping this to myself, but I feel the need to be honest. I hate it here.
You complain every time we dock here. Why don't you wait on the ship?
I'm afraid of missing out. Yes, Ryder.
What's on your mind?
So Reyes was the charlatan.
I don't like anyone I can't trust, but he seemed to be doing some good. Kind of a shame.
Don't have too much fun.
We'll see.
What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it.
Pathfinder. So, is everything supposed to change with Sloan unchallenged?
Stability was the goal. And allies.
Well, I have a bar full of allies. As long as I'm buying. Sounds like diplomacy to me.
Charming. Hey, Ryder. Since you made nice with the powers that be here, I'm fielding a lot less animosity from the average outlaw.
How much animosity are you dishing out?
Oh, you know me. If I don't get into scrapes here and there, I get antsy. Don't worry, I'm laying low. No making enemies. Don't worry, I'm laying low. No making...
Thanks, Pathfinder.
Don't think I don't see you eyeing my gear. Don't think... Be careful, Ryder. You helped Sloan keep her grip on Kadara, but that doesn't mean she owes you anything.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping an eye on Kadara politics. I'm not going to be used, or blindsided.
Good to hear. Anything you need, just holler. Watch out for those crates. Fragile stuff.
What sort of fragile stuff?
Electronic components, vials of medicine, things like that.
For the Nexus?
Absolutely. This will go a long way. Hey, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe. But with Sloan's protection, we should be okay.
This area is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim? You better be sure about this.
They want stability, same as the Nexus. A solid outpost will bring some back.
True. They left when the dream failed. And you've done a lot to restore it. It's a win. And we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara? You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
I won't lie. Kadara put up a fight. A lot of people pushed to extremes. But we're going to stay. We didn't come to Andromeda because it was easy. And we're not leaving Kadara because it's hard.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
This is it. I ordered 3 crates.
And?
And I only see 2.
Huh. Look at that. Must be a shortage.
Nix. I was wondering when you'd show up.
Do you know everyone?
Drew worked the stockrooms on the Nexus. Guess this explains why you never sent me those regulators, Seneca.
Got busy with the move, but I set them aside for you. Knew the Pathfinder would show up eventually.
So, you're the requisitions officer.
That's my official title, yeah. But I take care of any odd jobs that pop up. Scrubbing, cooking, whatever I can do to help.
That's nice of you.
Keeps me busy. I used to work the drill back on Mars until I messed up my hand. I was lucky I didn't lose it, but the nerves never healed right.
Do you have everything you need?
We've got the necessities, but Sloane's keeping us on a tight leash. Outcasts check every shipment going in and out. As if the charlatan would be hiding in one of our crates.
Were you there during the uprising?
Oh, I was there. Barricaded myself inside one of the stock rooms. Total chaos.
Must be strange seeing the exiles again.
Tan took the out-of-sight, out-of-mind approach. But that's never worked, in my experience.
See you around, Drew.
Keep fighting the good fight, Pathfinder.
Ryder.
Can't believe we made it.
Here's a sight. Well, if it isn't the Pathfinder, welcome to Outpost Detayon. Christmas State of Mining Company 7, at your service.
Christmas? That a nickname?
Afraid not. My old lady, Holiday Tate, had a sense of humor.
It's certainly a conversation starter. Things going well?
No one's been shot in the back, which is more than I expected.
You don't think Sloan will hold up her end of the deal?
She wasn't exactly reliable as head of Nexus security, was she? But I can't complain. Her people have kept the outpost safe, and trade is booming.
The outcasts are playing nice now. But we should be ready if Sloan has a change of heart.
Consider my shotgun loaded.
Anything else to report?
Well, there's this cult.
A cult? Seriously?
They're harmless, but the thing they worship, that's what worries me. Some kind of massive machine. They call it Old Skinner. Could be nothing, but their leader, Bishop, went to pay tribute and hasn't come back.
I'll check it out. Better safe than sorry.
Appreciate it.
You said you're with Mining Company 7?
Best damn EZO miners on Mars, until the ground dried up.
Putting your skills to use on Kadara?
You made the water potable, but there's still plenty of sulfur in the bedrock. The director wants to use the stuff to make fertilizer. Carter can tell you more. Just, don't sneak up on her.
You look like you've been around the block.
That's one way of saying I'm old.
That wasn't...
Hey, at 61, I've come to terms with my age. I'm the oldest of the outpost leaders, but I'm also the toughest. I didn't come to Andromeda to die. The opposite, actually.
Detayon. Interesting name. Does it mean something?
It's an inside joke among the company. Detayon is a temp name we pitched for our outpost block. It's actually an acronym. Stands for Deploy in the Ass End of Nowhere.
Exiles giving you any trouble?
We've actually taken a few on, of the non-outcast and collective variety. The uprising was ugly business. A lot of normal people got caught up in it. Glad we can provide a second chance.
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
Let me guess. I should see the other guy.
He got a few punches in.
I can see that.
Dr. Nakamoto, what are you doing here?
When I heard the outpost needed a physician, I offered my services. Least I could do after you retrieved my formula. And the setup's a sight better than a shipping container.
Good to have you here, Doctor.
I won't let you down, Pathfinder.
How are your patients doing? Any serious injuries?
Much as I hate to say it, Sloane's done a good job of protecting this place. Only minor injuries from people being clumsy. And, of course, a lot of aspirin for hangovers.
What about your old clinic?
I moved my patients here, with Christmas's permission, of course. And spread the word that my door is still open, just in a different location. A small gesture, but it's done wonders for the initiative's reputation.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
Close. The pH balance is nearly there.
No work to like this. I know how you get.
Wait. Don't come any closer.
Okay.
False alarm. Thought there might be some acid splash.
I avoid acid splashes at all costs.
Good call. It's terrible for the skin. Nessie Carter, Science Officer for Outpost Ateon. You must be the Pathfinder.
Were you also a part of Mining Company 7?
Yes. Well, no, I wasn't a miner, but I worked with Christmas and the others. They're my family.
You came to Helios to be with them?
I know it's silly, since I'll outlive them. Statistically speaking, anyway. But I just couldn't let them go on such an adventure without me.
What are you working on?
A hyperpotent phosphate fertilizer using Kadara's natural abundance of sulfuric acid.
Hyper-potent. That's good, right?
Absolutely. My work will be essential in providing nutrients for gardens across Helios. When we have gardens, which we will, because of you.
See you around, Carter.
Yep. Bye, Pathfinder.
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 Riff, Pathfinder's making the rounds. If you can step away from your rock collection for...
They're drill core samples. Not a rock. Oh, he's here. Pathfinder. Name's Riff. Mining engineer for Outpost Teon.
Christmas giving you a hard time?
Always. But that's just his way. I don't mind.
What do you think of Kadara?
Mineral-wise, she's a gold mine. Carter is already putting Kadara's resources to practical use.
What about people-wise?
Sloan was scary on the Nexus. Now, she's plain terrifying. I'll stick to my rocks.
What exactly does a mining engineer do?
Oh, we're involved in every step of the mining process. Christmas is a good guy, a good miner, but he needs me to help decide where to drill. And when to stop.
Good chatting with you, Riff.
Anytime, Pathfinder.
I was hoping for more yar pirates and less shooty pirates.
I don't feel good about poking remnant tech, not knowing what it does.
We know. It makes things better.
But we don't know how.
By being better.
Helios News Service now broadcasting live.
The Angaran satellites and destroyed the search vessel.
What are the odds they'll surrender peacefully?
Less than 1%.
Staying sharp, Basile.
Like attack, Costa. Wanna sit on me and see?
Anyone know some good shanties? I could pull a parrot out of my ass.
Liam, no. Just no.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
You camped on EOs for how long?
The days kind of bled together. Too busy to sleep regular.
Pretty tough to do it alone, I'll give you that.
Easier than you think. You see people die and just don't do that.
That's a big remnant. The biggest. He needs legs.
legs. Before it's off. Go for its legs.
Great One, turn your gaze upon me. Accept this tribute. Reshape the world in your... Wait! Great One, wait! Ah! Ah!
Well, he got its attention.
Let's report back to Christmas.
Heads up. Don't drink the vodka. Pathfinder, how's it going?
Old Skinner is no more.
I heard. Shame about Bishop. He was crazy, but a good worker.
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
Yeah?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Pathfinder.
Welcome back. Ryder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I got the popcorn, and whatever Graxon is.
Thank you. I owe Cora for letting me use her clearance. This'll be fun, like watching vids with Sid when she was little. What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Pathfinder, you have...
Now orbiting Kadara. Tracking a remnant architect.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
For survival supplies, only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference? Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though.
Please go.
The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Pathfinder.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Ven, thought you'd be in a resistance holding cell.
That was Ephra's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Most Shy convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
You didn't trade one cell for another after all. And you get fresh air.
And servitude, dressed up like forgiveness. The Most Shy keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
It's better than what Sloan would have done to you.
Lucky me. I should get back to work. They're not paying me to stand around. Oh, that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Hey, Alexi. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test his applications. Thank you very much, Petra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Mercy. Back. You're right. Look all right. Store's open. Excellent.
No trouble, I see. Good.
Something I can do for you?
I'll get moving.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
No rest for the weary.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything. Any luck with Sorvis Len? Our continued presence on Aya may be at stake.
I'm working on it. When I have something, I'll let you know. That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Unripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare surplus.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
Yeah. They've been through a lot.
I look around and keep thinking about Tachanka. A galaxy away, and we're not so different. Hey, kid.
Can you believe this place? Here's your golden world.
Unfortunately, already occupied.
Well, yeah, but it's here. Shows it's possible. That's something. There's just so much to see. Hey, Ryder. This place is brilliant. There's a lot we can learn from the Angara.
Research has been going well. We're close to a breakthrough on Elmok hybrids.
That's incredible. Your work is so important.
It's not like I risk my life every day fighting Cat.
I just aim and shoot. Doesn't take much skill. You keep our people fed and alive every day. Love of mine, what you do is amazing. I die, our species goes on just fine. But you, we can't afford to lose you.
If you died, I wouldn't go on just fine. I wouldn't be fine at all.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do. I've told you everything. My work is time sensitive. Stop wasting it.
I love seeing our Milky Way peeps mingling with the Angara. It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
Any one of a million things could happen, and whoops, the neighbors hate us.
So, don't go joyriding with the Nomad, huh? Obey the street signs? You're doing a great job, really. Keep up the good work. Pathfinder?
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds. But perhaps the depiction isn't an Angara. It could be a deity of some sort.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses an Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
If I should have come to me.
Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I want to be allies. Equal allies.
You don't even treat your own equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket... Even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
I found the device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
You've been there. Tell me what to expect.
I saw very little. Corridors, an interrogation room, my prison cell. The Archon's vessel is a place of pain and death for the Ket's enemies. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Thank you for freeing Ven Teref at Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
I know you wanted to question him. Did you learn anything?
Enough to understand his motives. He lost his way, but I have hopes he'll find it again. Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Vela comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshae.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times, before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshae. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshae, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshae has its uses.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshae.
Ishare. Thank you for freeing Ven Teref at Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
I know you wanted to question him. Did you learn anything?
Enough to understand his motive. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
Thank you,
Ishare.
Aquatic species. They adapted to live among us by inventing contra-gravitic technology.
Extraordinary. Do you have images of them?
Happy to share them with you. I also have files on Bolus, Elcor, Dren.
How many different species did you initially bring in?
As many as we could. Several of them haven't arrived.
Stars and skies. I never imagined so many cultures living together in harmony.
Harmony might not be the correct term. More like enlightened spirit of cooperation.
I appreciate your honesty.
No entering the med's entrance, or you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
My people on Kadar are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well, until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move on.
Thought I was clear the first time. Maybe his translator malfunctioned.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us. Thank you for listening, Pathfinder.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Govajon, Pathfinder. I've been practicing the language. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Tan immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
I found Kiloa seeds for EOS. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure EOS gets them.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Ryder. What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
What's going on?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on EOS. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up EOS again. Out.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
could be he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No rider, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon. Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We've had raids. With all our scientific gizmos, we expected pirates. But not this.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
No. That was an Angaran voice. He means Rogar. That's why he called us.
An attack on our first outpost? Can you imagine how the Nexus would react?
Exactly the response Axul wants.
I'm sure we can check it out without drawing too much attention.
You're the person for the job. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal. Pathfinder, the sooner you check the Black Rock, the better.
You've made sure everyone is playing it safe?
We have security, and they're watching the main buildings. We can handle our own. You saw that with Liam's little outing. But this isn't a broken down ship. This is home. This feels different.
You're certain it's the Rokar, and that they'll attack?
I want it to be pirates. Pirates are easy. Even if they win, it's just about money. My gut says it's worse. I hate my gut.
Am I the first person you've sent out there?
Wish you were. We lost a group of surveyors out that way. No witnesses, but it was obviously a rogue fiend. Now I think it was too obvious. It all feels wrong.
On our way.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Enemies! This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes. But what's it for? Place. Let's find the tech we're after.
Clear!
Here's the Remtech PB needs. PB, first piece secured. Got a line on the next?
My scanner picked up one on Havarl. Whenever you want to go.
We claim this site, initiative scum!
Outlaws.
Guess we're not the only ones interested in this tech.
Weird of him to pick a fight like that.
We got the piece we came for. We can move on. Almost at Black Rock 10.
That is definitely a Roka signal.
Understood. Eyes open.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Bradley was right. Rokar on site.
Watch for reserves after the first assault.
Understood.
Are we clear?
We're clear. And we still have Bradley's signal.
Right.
This worries me. Roka are not pirates.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
That's the Roka strategy. A scout would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Axul exactly where to strike.
Bradley, Blackrock was a Rokar scout with a homing beacon.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
Not like the first two.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
We use their... Sam, you have a location for this Rokar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Axul waiting.
Nav point marked for Rokar signal upload.
Hit the button. It'll draw them right to us.
We know this place. They don't.
And they won't.
Starting Rokar signal upload.
Are they heading toward us?
The Rokar have altered course.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
Human, I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold it till they're on the ground.
Holding. Surprised the Nexus still wants an outpost on Eos.
You know what they say. Third time's a charm. We'll make this right.
Like outlaws. More dead.
They're breaking!
Keep up the pressure.
Get ready!
This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you. Site 1. We overcharged the power relay to draw them in.
Axul's not going to be happy about that.
Axul! The Pathfinder is coming! Everyone prepare to defend!
Sounds like they're losing their support.
That's the last of them. We did it, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Axul's shuttle is leaving orbit.
I'll remember this. We're not finished.
You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again. Pathfinder?
The Rokar attack is over.
We'll know what to watch for in the future. It can't just be this old man and his hunches. Special thanks to our friend Jal. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
A little shell-shocked. Can't blame them.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
Time and time again, you've shown yourselves competent, and this was no exception. The infrastructure you've built, the skills you've developed, despite adversity, you remain a model for the cluster.
So, when do we get back to work?
No approval asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
Ascent is go.
Receiving Atmo. All clear.